World skills for young and proud visions. World skills, creativity and innovation. World skills. Let's shape our world-class workforce today. Be leaders in all we do. Building up our economy, Barbados we will improve. World skills.
Everyone, and welcome to day number 3 of the World Skills Barbados Competition 2023. Just behind me, it is restaurant service going on this morning. Salad and salad dressing to start off this morning. We'll see how that all shapes up and who will become the champion at the end of today. Though, let's take now a look back at what happened on day number 1 and day number 2 across the cooking and restaurant skills sections of things. In terms of the cooking, we know that on day 1, we had the egg dish that had to be prepared across what was the 3.5 hours to start the morning. And then it was all about that preparation leading on to the end of day 1. Into day 2, where there was a bit of a main dish that was required. There was also a bread basket and 2 prepared vegetables. In terms of the restaurant skills, it went on to the banquet dining side of things. And then here now on day 3, we're shaping up for a bit of speed, a bit of dessert. If you have a sweet tooth, you definitely want to be watching here today. My name is Joel Manning, and once again, it's an absolute pleasure to be your presenter. And right about now, it's time to take in one of those social media videos that we've been having running all across this competition. Let's take a chance now to chat to Mariah Hill.
Hi, my name is Mariah Hill, and I'll be competing in the skill area of cooking in the World Skills Barbados competition. Well, I always had a love for creative arts, and I believe that cooking is a part of that. And from since I was in secondary school, I had a love for it. So I always used to be cooking with my family in the kitchen, with my grandmother, trying to cook up new recipes. And I just loved the joy that came to people's faces when I made food for them. Currently, we are having training days twice a week coming up to the competition, which is in 2 weeks. And so we're just holding our skills, our knife cuts, preparing for the tasks that we have, and just building more confidence as we go into the competition. So right now I'm really enjoying the training that we're going through. I think I have the same expectations and goals as everyone. I want to win. So that is my main goal in mind, to win. And just to also become more confident in my skill and to just push myself and push my limits. That's what I really want. Well, World Skills is honestly the Olympics of skills. So I believe if I want to go to the international level to, again, push myself and to just be among creatives and to just network and to just grow in my field. So in the future, I want to also go after my bachelor's to just continue to grow and to continue to grow my portfolio in the industry.
Right now, I'm standing in, I guess, what you can call the winner's circle, because next to me is Jessica Cummins, and she is the last winner of the World Skills Barbados cooking competition. Jessica, how does it feel now being back? Because I heard that you're a judge this year.
Yes, it feels amazing. It feels a little bit, I can feel the nerves from the competitors as well, but I wish there was a little bit more passion, you know? I felt a lot of passion. So I'm hoping that we in the dessert area, we can see a lot more, because that is my area.
Oh, that's your specialty, a sweet tooth kind of thing.
I am.
All right, take me back then to the competition. What dessert did you make? Can you remember?
Oh, that was 3 years ago. For my dessert, I made, what did I make?
Something that tasted good, obviously, because you won.
Oh, I made a mixture of, I did 2 cakes. So they needed 1, and I made 2 because I'm extra. So I made a cheesecake, and then I also made probably a chocolate cake as well. I did a chocolate mousse. I did, I encapsulated some berries and berry compote in a gelatin silicone mold. So it looked like a cone on the plate, and it was jiggling, and it was purple, and it was, yeah.
I wish I was a judge for that one, because I kind of a fan of cheesecake. Yeah. All right. So was it the same 3 days of cooking that you guys had?
I think we did 4.
4 days.
I'm pretty sure we did 4 days. Yeah.
All right. So walk me through overall how that experience was for you.
that experience, that was my first major competition. Obviously, since then I've done a lot more, but it was good. It was fun. I was nervous, but I had a good coach, Tremaine, and we did prep. I did all my prep. I'm a prep boss, so I do all the prep for the rest of the days, you know, and the next day obviously would go as a breeze because I've already prepped for that, so I don't have to focus on what do I have to cut out, what do I have to do. Just cook, you know, just pace yourself and move. So I wasn't rushing around. I was nice and calm, just focused, and when I'm focused, I don't see anybody around me. I just do what I'm doing and get it done.
Sounds like a boss, yeah. And funny enough, we actually had a chance to talk to Tremaine on day number 1. He was kind of full of pride, you know. He was like, I coached the winner, yeah. We'll see what happens here this time around. But you mentioned the fact that that was your first, and since then you went on to do a couple more competitions. So take me through, I guess, some of them that you went to, because I know for sure one of them was the World Skills International as well.
Yes. So after the World Skills 2020 here, I also did the Young Chef Olympiad, which was held in Dubai, but I didn't go to Dubai. We were during lockdown, so I actually did the competition at home, in my kitchen at
you were
home.
a virtual chef.
And and I actually won 2 awards for that. So I won the Best of Nation, I think, and then I won the Plate Trophy.
Before you go on, I'm kind of curious. How do you get judged in a virtual cooking competition?
So I had 2 chefs here tasting. So obviously they had to be as unbiased as possible to taste the food that I did. And then realistically, this is not a taste good. These competitions are not look good, taste good competitions. These are skills competitions. So if they can see that, you know, I'm holding my knife correctly, my knife skills are on point, I'm not burning anything, I'm working on time, I'm organized. All those are the aspects we're looking for. We're not really looking for what looks the best or what tastes the best. So those things, if you know what you're looking for, are easy to look for. So it's online, doesn't really matter in that aspect.
Fair enough. Right. So good. Now take me through the rest then of the competitions.
So I did also a competition here for the NCF, and then I went to Colombia and competed in World Skills Colombia in they called it friendly competition. So I won that one, and that was a little bit of confidence and a little bit of prep for the World Skills International, which was supposed to be in Shanghai, but obviously because of COVID, it was moved. So it was in Switzerland instead, and that was a great experience, an amazing experience. It was good to be able to compete against, you know, all these other big countries, European countries, France, you know, Switzerland, and then there's Australia, you know. All of these, that they have the equipment we don't have, they have the training that we don't have, you know, they have the experience in the hotels and the industry that we don't have. So it was a good experience. I held my own. I missed the medallion by probably like 6 points. But yeah, there were some discrepancies. But yeah, it was a great experience overall.
I guess by the end of it, you kind of call yourself a big chef then.
Yes, of course. Of course. Why would I go that way for that?
Oh, it is true. I mean, honestly, it sounds like you had a fantastic. You got a chance to like look around Switzerland while you were there.
We had a few tours, and we went into the mountains, and we actually looked over on the Swiss Alps, and that was an amazing experience. I love mushrooms. I'm obsessed with mushrooms, and it was a good experience for me to see mushrooms and stuff that they have, you know, their foliage and their different, you know, what do you call them? Fruits.
Oh, I was like, I don't know where you're going, you know.
That they have, that they have up there that are completely different to what we have. So as we're going down the mountains, I'm looking and I'm like, oh, that's a lion's mane mushroom, you know. Yeah, that's a chanterelle.
I don't know.
So it was a really good experience for me. I don't know about the rest, but I had a great time.
You don't know what mushroom is that. It got the head and it got the stem. And
well, that's not all. Yeah, but some of them have gills. Yeah. Did you know that? Some of them have pores.
So they swim. You just kidding. Forgive me on that one. Yeah, I have a curious mind. But Jessica, let's bring it back home now here to this competition as a judge on day 3. I guess, what are you looking to see?
I am looking. Me?
Yeah.
I am looking for everything. So, like I said, pastry is my thing. So I'm looking for, I know a few of them are supposed to, I think, tempered chocolate. I'm not sure if that was a complete requirement, but I'm looking for that. You know, it's not as easy as melting the chocolate and putting it, you know, using it. You have to, different temperatures. I'm looking for, a lot of them are doing nut brittles. So I'm looking to make sure that this caramel isn't burnt. You know, the caramel is the right temperature it's supposed to be. I'm looking to see that they didn't use the oven for the cake, because they're not supposed to use the oven. What other method are they using for these cakes? Did they, you know, fry it in the pan? Did they steam it? I'm looking for how they use the mystery ingredients, the gooseberry, you know, the the fruits. What are they doing? Are they being creative, or are they just, putting something together that they saw online and trying to execute it? So I'm looking for all of those skills, temperature, time, heat. Heat is very important when it comes, and specific measurements. So that's what I'm looking for.
Well, what I can tell you, it sounds like Jessica's looking for a lot.
Everything.
But if you walk through the Lloyd Erskine Standard Center, what you will look and see is a poster of Jessica, the first poster that you get to see. Jessica, it's been an absolute pleasure chatting with you. All the best as you go back there and you inspect, and hopefully, they meet your expectations. Guys, well, now it's time to take in just a bit more of the World Skills Barbados 2023 competition action.
Hi, I am Sonia Hill. I am from Jamaica, and I competed in the skill area mobile robotics at the World Skills Special Edition competition last year. Looking back on this photo, I remember feeling stressed yet hopeful that everything will work out. I occasionally work with mobile robotics. However, I am now within the solar energy sector as a sales engineer, where I use technology to design 3D representations of solar systems to propose to clients on behalf of the company. Competing in World Skills has made me a better engineer. It has helped me to sharpen my skills in becoming more precise and organized. It has helped me to become more confident in the work that I do and the way I present myself. I'd like to encourage anyone who is watching this video to spread your wings and reach for the sky. There is a lot of opportunities out there waiting for you.
We're back live, and it is speed test time. The aim of the game, the name of the game is crack 15 eggs in 5 minutes. Separate them as well. Can it be done? Yes, it can, but who will do it, and who will do it the fastest? Who will do it the best? I've got Rosina next to me. Rosina,
yes, Joel.
How difficult a task do you reckon this is?
Well, if it's for me to do the task, I think I'll probably drop them on the ground. But because they're more professional than I am, I think they're going to get it done.
Oh, well, I guess we'll see as we started taking the action. Chef Peter Edie had expert on his back, still does, if I'm correct. Yes, he's the expert, and he's going through the information here at the moment. He says the faster you get it done, the higher score you will have at the end of it. So I was talking through one of the judges in the case, I'm accustomed to cracking my eggs on the side of the pan, and I was told, well, that's not the best technique. I was told, maybe crash them together, and only one
Crash them together?
Well, sorry,
is
not
that what she
crash,
said?
sorry, hit them together.
Yes.
Hit them together, and only one should
Correct,
break
yes.
at a time. But it's about breaking, it's about separating, and there are 5 minutes on the clock. So let's go to that live action and see who gets it done.
Yeah. But what about you now, Joel? Do you think you can get it done in 5 minutes? 15 eggs?
15 eggs. I usually eat 2 eggs per morning.
Okay.
And I usually crack them within 10 to 15 seconds.
Okay.
I don't separate them though, that's the only thing.
Okay.
So, I would say that I can maybe get 12 in the 5 minutes.
12 eggs in the 5 minutes?
12 in the 5, and I think that would get me enough points, to be honest, to take me through into what will be the dessert section of things, because there's a no-bake cake that must be done by them as well. No bake in the sense that you can't do it in the oven, so you have the option of a pan, you have the option of steaming. Like, what option would you take if you couldn't use the oven?
If I couldn't use the oven, of course I have to use my hands to use the spinner and spin my eggs in the pan. But of course, I will have to admit I'm not a baker, so I will eat it. I'm an eater, so I will watch the competition, and when they want somebody to test it, I will definitely be there.
Well, talking about watching, let's watch as they get this egg cracking done, and it looks honestly one of the easiest.
He's got 2 already.
tasks. So it's a case of reusing the side now of the desk, and it seems to be working quite easily for a lot of them, to be very honest.
Yeah.
The separation
there's
is
one
being
at the
done.
back already separating, but he's putting all of his in a container. Maybe he's then going to separate after.
When you're being penalized for every broken yolk as well, apparently.
Oh, okay.
So that's the part that I do. I break the yolk.
So I'm wondering, how is this contestant going to separate the yolk from the white here? He's got everything together.
Well, he's putting on his glove now, so I think he's going to probably use his hands here. So it's a case of maybe just putting it into the hand, and I guess playing a bit of a juggling game almost
Probably
with it.
The other ones already have theirs separated, but there's one contestant that has everything together. So this will be interesting to see how he's going to separate them without, as you said, breaking
that
the
yolk. Honestly, it's going to be a very interesting task for them. Don't forget, 15 minutes, or rather, sorry, 15 eggs.
15 eggs.
5
minutes. Yes.
And I was listening to the previous winner, who is now a judge, and said, Joel, this is an easy task.
Oh, yeah.
You know, she probably get 2 minutes to do this.
Yeah, actually, she said 100 eggs in 10 minutes. So that's 50 eggs then in 5 minutes.
Oh, well, he seems to have the real handle on this.
Yes, so far, he hasn't damaged the yolk. So he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, honestly, it's just about having the right
3 minutes
technique
to go.
for
3
the
minutes
task.
to go.
3 minutes to go. 3 minutes on the clock being set.
And this one only has 2 more to go. This one has 6 more to go. And the others behind there look like they're almost finished as well. Oh.
Well, they were given 5 minutes, but it doesn't look like anybody's going to take that full 5 here in this speed test.
This one is going to finish before the 5, actually.
Yeah, and it looks like we probably have a broken, maybe 1 or 2 broken yolks here.
Yeah.
I'm not sure as we look further up the table. Yeah, so that is where the pressure comes in now. It's a case of trying to separate it, but also moving with the clock. Well, it looks like 1 is finished in 2 minutes, 30 seconds.
Yes.
That's what you call speed.
Yes.
That is what you call speed.
This one here still has, well, just about 3. And the young lady at the back, she's just going, I say, slowly. As I say, you usually take your time and you get it done.
Yeah, they're also checking to see whether or not there are any shells inside of the whites as well. So honestly,
whenever I break my eggs, of course, I always tend to get a little bit of shell, no matter how I try to do it.
I just, I learned a new technique where you add water to your spoon and you get it out quickly, or water on your finger, because apparently the water allows your hand to separate between the egg. Yeah, that allows you to pull out my shells. 1 minute, 30 seconds left on the clock. 1 contestant finished so far, and I'm not a judge, but I'm looking at them saying, "Oh, well, it looks pretty good to me."
Yep, me too. I think so, and I think another contestant is finished as well. Yes, no, she's still going. Thought she was finished.
Which is whipping egg whites to stiff peak.
Well, the one at the back is doing it differently. She's using the 2 halves of the shell, while the others are putting it in the container and then taking it out, and then
stiff peak.
Yeah, it looks like
another contestant is finished. I'm looking at it. The visual of it tells me that we might maybe have 1 or 2 broken egg yolks inside of there, because I'm looking at it in terms of the, I guess you might want to call it the consistency almost of the liquid. I'm comparing it to our first competitor, and I can see a lot more yellow in there. So I'm telling myself that maybe there could be one or two broken. I know for sure she broke one, because I saw when she was putting it into the bowl that one was broken. So it's looking like there may be one broken in there.
This one here as well looks like a little bit of yolk is in there. And this one right here is being as clean as a whistle, actually. Yeah. Service. Oh my gosh.
There you hear that loud word, service.
15 seconds.
He's
that
finished
is what you
his
call
separation.
a professional.
Here we have that check looking for the shells, and the
That
countdown
was
is on.
clean.
5, 4,
3,
3,
2,
1, and you're done.
As they say, pens and pencils done.
Exactly.
And that's the end of the speed test. There's 5 minutes to separate 15 eggs, and it looks as if all the competitors have completed the task, and now they're preparing themselves for the second speed test. So it looks like we're going to probably take a quick break here, head to another one of those social media videos. But when we come back, hey, there's more speed test action to come.
Yes, there is.
All by hand.
Day 1, day 2, and day 3. And we are still here at the World Skills Barbados Competition 2023. Lots of activities in the last 2 days: cooking, restaurant services, and of course robotics, virtual reality. And with me this morning is Peebo Sampson, a gold medalist in the 2018 competition. Welcome, Peebo.
Thank you.
So tell us, which category did you win your gold medal in?
I won the gold medal in garment technology in 2018.
And tell us about your design.
Basically, we had to create a trench coat-like jacket where they were looking at how you created the pattern, did the pattern lay, cut the fabric, and also assembled the garment.
So was that the first time you entered a competition of that nature?
Yes, it was. I probably might have done a little, certain projects and stuff, but that was the first major competition for me.
So where did you learn your skill from?
I've basically been self-taught because I grew up seeing my mom and dad doing garment making, and then also my sister, and she made me, feel the love and the passion for it. And then I decided to go on to study at Barbados Community College.
Okay, so you mentioned trench coat. Where is it right now? Where's that trench coat?
Currently, it is with one of our past champions who is currently traveling, Shea White. She was the gold medalist in her, I think it was cooking. I think that's what she did, yeah.
So do you have a business of your own that you've opened? So if someone wanted to get some garments made, how do we get in contact with you?
I used to run my own page, which was People Nivar, where I would do custom designs, whether it be from wedding dresses to formal dresses to even sundresses, and then I would tap into accessories like bags and shoes and jewelry. But currently, I'm not really pursuing it as much because I'm looking to focus my career on becoming an activist / advocate for creatives in the country. And hopefully, I can develop some programs where I can include more of the artists and create more opportunities for them in the island.
So I've seen you around here for the last 2 days, and you're back here again today.
Yeah.
Are you supporting any specific competitor here today? Or for the past 2 days?
I mean, yes, but I don't want to create favorites, but I support all of the competitors within the competition.
Okay. So, as we always say, give us a bit of advice for young people like you, young adults, persons who want to get into this competition, your experience back then, what you're seeing right now. What would you tell them?
Well, from my experience, and it's something that I've stressed on from the time I entered the competition, is that we need a strong support system. We need people who are going to be there for us, who are going to encourage us to do what we need to do in the competition. And not only that, but just be a standing ground for the youth. Because even though, you may say, you know what, you're talented, you're great at what you do, unless you have that support behind you, sometimes it can be really difficult to get to where you need to be.
From my experience being here, people watching the contestants, and from hearing what you just shared with us, there is a strong support system that is needed. So have you placed yourself, or would you place yourself in the manner of, say, a mentor to assist youths who want that support?
Most definitely, because it is something that again, my career choice, it also involves me wanting to mentor and counsel people that, may be struggling within the field. And so it's definitely something that I would definitely put myself to do.
Okay, so Barbados does still have lots of hope in
Yes,
our young people.
It really does, especially with the upcoming generation.
Well, thank you so much, people, for joining us.
And thank you very much.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too.
There you have it, folks. Peebo Sampson, gold medalist winner in 2018 World Skills Barbados competition.
Everyone just spoke of like it was just yesterday. The Russian dancers greeted us at the welcoming ceremony. It was exciting. They helped us relax. It was great. Yes, I'm still in graphic design. Well, my future goals is to expand on my graphic design business and also branch out into other business ventures using my graphic design skills. Yes, I have advice for person in this field. You should try and participate in World Skills Barbados. You're going to meet new people, so that we do networking. You may even see someone in the same skill area as you that using methods and techniques that will make your skill easier. So yes, you should try.
I'm alongside of Faith Calendar now, a member of the local organizing committee for the World Skills Barbados competition. Faith, now I know that you're a busy person. I know that I'm taking at least 2 minutes of your time now. Is that okay? Just take 2 minutes?
Sure.
I mean, I know I said one at first, but I can try for 2 here now. Faith, how are you doing today?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I like the combination. I've been admiring you here from the time we started here in this competition. Fun.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
And I know you've organized the competition just as much as you've organized that you were here as well, Faith. So just tell me a bit about what goes into the organization of a competition like this.
Well, first thing is that each of the institutions have a representative on the World Skills Committee. So alongside with the other TVET members, so I represent the Barbados Community College institution. So we have to meet, you have to plan, talk about test projects, talk about the dates and how we're going to prep the competitors and that kind of thing. So it takes a little time, to plan. So it's not just last month or something like that.
Yeah, for sure. Something like this cannot get put together in one day, but given that you've gone through that process of organizing and now you have a chance to actually see it unfold, what are your thoughts of the competition right now?
It's going well. It's always great to see young people getting involved in positive things, and it helps to develop their skills. So yes, they're training at school and so on, but now we get to test them to see where they're at, how things are going, and what they're learning, how they're developing, how they're progressing. So it's good to see how things have come together, where they are at now.
And I know for sure that this is not your first competition. You told me off camera it's your second. Yes. So overall, how's the experience been for you in these 2 years?
It's been great. Not to be biased, but BCC won.
Hey, look at that.
BCC won the last competition in both cooking and restaurant. So we're defending champions. So we hope to bring it back to BCC again this time.
I ask you a little side question here. Now, you reckon it possible, to snatch it again?
I think so.
I think
so. When we're looking and see, I think so.
All right, no problem. Well, Faith is confident, and as our 2 minutes there, as well, I'm going to steal no more seconds. Faith, it's been a pleasure chatting to you. And you know what? Hey, hopefully it turns out the way that Faith wants it to turn out. Well, guys, let's head now back to the competition.
Come join us and show your support to our young, skilled professionals at the Lord Erskine Sanford Center from June 20th to 22nd. This year, we have 21 finalists from 4 training institutions. These institutions are BCC, BVTE, SJPI, and CCCI. These finalists will be competing in 4 skill areas: automobile technology, carpeting, cooking, and restaurant service. We hope to see you there.
We're taking a quick break from all the action going on in the World Skills Barbados competition to talk now to Gregory Hughes of the Global Corporate Strategist, and he's here talking all about virtual reality. Gregory, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Can't complain at all.
Fantastic. Now, virtual reality, something that has really been creeping into society as time goes on, as technology becomes as people become a lot more friendly and accepting of technology. How have you found the response to the virtual reality stuff that you've been putting out?
There's been a lot of excitement, both from corporate as well as tourism organizations, really looking at ways they can use VR to further experience engagement and really get in front of technology.
Yeah, no, you're here at the World Skills Barbados competition as GCS. What are you kind of putting out here at this World Skills Barbados competition?
Well, I think virtual reality is another skill, harnessing technology and then preparing youth and youth entrepreneurs to be ready to really harness the power of it, understand it's exciting, and then how can I actually use this? How can I improve my spatial awareness? How can I use this for product testing? A lot of times don't have a lot of resources to go and make a physical product, but then how can I utilize technology then to put things together, save some money, save some time, and really help with development.
I'm a little curious about your story, Gregory. How did you find yourself here in the virtual reality world?
Well, I've always been kind of into technology, and I've always been looking at augmented reality and then how to do some mixed reality, and then the virtual reality side came into it. So I've always done some research, and then I really was like, this is where we need to be, especially Barbados. During the pandemic, a lot of we didn't get a chance to be out there, so I said, well, let's look at virtual reality, bring it into our economy, and then use it for digital products, and then a way to increase foreign exchange.
Well, what I can say is that it's extremely interesting. Over the couple of days that we've been here, it's now into day 3. I've had a chance to watch everybody taking part. I'm hoping that I go on the other side of this bar at some point and take part. But what are some of the games? Because I think it's just games you have here today, or are there more aspects to the virtual reality experience?
There are more aspects. Of course, the games are high attention seekers, but I have some apps for spatial awareness. It's kind of like puzzles. You can use your hands, move around objects, really get the sense of how it would be in a work environment. You say you're at a workstation and you have to manipulate objects in a real world setting. So you have games and real world settings.
All right, sounds extremely interesting, and I guess right about now I think I'm going to go to the other side and take a chance at something going on behind it. Gregory, it's been fantastic talking to you. Hopefully, my real world skills translate into the virtual reality world as well. Well, guys, we're going to take a quick break. Probably get a chance to see another competitor and what their experience was like in this World Skills Barbados competition.
Hi, my name is Shakwani and I'm a cosmetologist. In that moment, I was frustrated, terrifying, and excited all at once. After competing in that competition, I continued to be in the field of cosmetology. Well, being able to participate in the competition allowed me to learn more things, get more exposure in the area, and be at the top of my field. Well, my future goals is to hopefully expand my business in the future and give back to the community. Any person learning and interested in going into the competition, my advice is do not give up.
All right, right about now it's time to test my skills. Let's go here now, Gregory. So I guess first step is to put this on.
Yes, please.
Alrighty, so we're gonna come here.
And we make some adjustments.
Uh-huh.
Use both hands. To pull these straps to make them tighter.
Uh-huh.
Okay, good.
I think that should be good right about there.
Right. Okay. Your right hand.
Uh-huh.
Right. Okay. You only, technically speaking, only need one hand for this. For this game is cricket.
Okay.
So you're gonna actually hold it like a bat. So.
Oh, okay.
Right?
All right. Uh-huh.
Right. So what we're going to do is I'm gonna move you forward a little bit into the circle. So you have to. There's a play area.
Uh-huh.
So you're gonna look.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is the circle here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. So hold this resists against me. Just want to make sure everything is centered. All right. So we can just do a quick match. This is on your left hand side.
Uh-huh.
So let me go the other side of you. Okay.
Am I pointing at it now?
You're gonna use your bat literally. And point at where it says "go" in purple.
In purple.
Yeah. Just push your bat forward.
Oh, okay.
So you're gonna use your bat all the way through.
Oh,
so
okay.
I've set everything. You got this is gonna be a kind of bouncy pitch. We get some bouncers.
All right, no problem. A little bit of pack coming stable style. All right.
Correct.
Uh-huh.
And then what you have done is put it onto. Let me see. I'll make it a little bit easier because it may be
So medium. Medium.
Yeah, I've got a medium.
I would have tapped it hard, but it's all right. I'll take your suggestion.
We just do a little limited 5 overs,
Uh-huh.
and everything is set. So right as I reset that one, and then we can just play.
All right, so we setting up like normal.
Right.
Uh-huh.
So,
all right, we're waiting on loading.
Yeah, it's going to load up.
All right, let me test my skills in the virtual reality side of things. Will it be any good? Oh, there we okay.
All right, so you're going to select the striker bat and the non-striker bat. So just, it doesn't really matter. Just select bat.
Uh-huh.
And then another bat will come out. So
Bat
you're
two.
batting us both.
Oh, okay.
In this case. All right, so there's the different batting bowling cells that you're going to receive.
Uh-huh.
So just be ready.
Oh, okay,
so
just be ready.
Look down and just
continue. Uh-huh.
All right, so what we're going to do now, look down and see where your crease is.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
right.
okay. Yeah, my crease.
Right,
uh-huh.
right. Make sure you ain't too tight on your wickets, no, you know.
Uh-huh, yeah. Hey, top of the crease here.
All
Uh-huh.
right, so then you're going to start the over. So let's start over.
Uh-huh.
All right.
I just got to swing.
You got to time it and swing.
Oh, jeez, boy. Woo. Woo. I was a little quicker than I thought, boy.
Yeah, it comes through real.
All right.
Next ball, so you can take next ball.
All right. Ba-da-ba. Oh, jeez. Oh, boy. Woo. This looking real, boy.
Real, real.
All right, let me go again.
Oh, shoot, you supposed to All right, wait, sorry, let me back. Fortunately, they're durable. My bad. I should put it on your hand. That's my bad. Don't worry.
I hate TV.
You hit it, bro. Don't worry about that. Cut two. Don't worry about that. I can put it on your hand. Don't worry. I ain't stop it on. Don't worry. I can strap it on. Don't worry. That's my bad. Not your fault. I gotta strap it on your hand. I didn't know you're gonna let go back everything. Back go offline. Sorry. Alright, hold on. Take two. Alright.
I just hear pops. I said cheese on. You hope I ain't back now?
No, you're better. Alright, good. Alright, all you handle.
Alright, cool.
Wait, battery. Oh shoot, the battery go offline. I gotta find the battery.
To the camera, wherever you are, I apologize.
You good.
I'm sorry.
Alright. Alright. Okay, good. Alright, you can't come off now.
Alright, cool. Alright, folks.
Real.
Let's try this again. I honestly thought for the cameraman, you know. I said blame and I sorry. Alright.
We're back in.
I ain't got a single round point board.
Come on, you look good. Come on.
Woo!
You get a little bit before.
Oh, okay.
Just to. Ooh, boy.
I think I get stumped, yeah?
Yeah, mate.
Oh, yeah, get stumped for true.
Yeah. It's real, mate, real. So.
All right, try and make crease. Uh-huh.
All right.
All right.
We're coming. We're going to get some runs out here. You're on camera.
Woo.
Let me see. Wait. That ain't true, boy.
Shit, the good thing is simple and hard, boy.
I'm going to leave it all easy for you. Tell them. Woo, boy.
Woo, hold on, miss. Oh, wait, get four?
Yeah, four.
I ain't say extra four?
All right, look up a little bit and you'll see where your ball went to. It went right behind you.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, a little edge there.
My first run is, oh, shoot, the battery like it won't come off.
What's that? What's wrong?
The battery. Oh.
Sorry. Okay.
Yeah. At least I got 4 runs somehow.
May go block some, may go.
With that ball gone? Oh.
You get straight to the fielder.
Yeah.
So depending on how quickly it gets to the fielder, how distance that will determine your run. So you have to go around, up and down.
Whew. I got 5 runs so far.
You got a left arm now coming.
Left arm, medium pace.
Yeah.
Whew. Try a little something.
All right. You all right. All
right, cool. So, all right. I can face this last ball and wrap it.
And on a big 6. Come on, let's go.
I missed everything now.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Where's my camera? To my left or to my right? In front of me, well.
Right there,
guys, I don't think I did too well. I got 5 runs. But it's been an absolute pleasure. I know that you can't see my eyes, but just know I'm looking directly at you. We're going to take another quick break, and hopefully, you know, I could do a bit better at cricket. I think I'm a little better, though, in the real world, though. But, yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure, Gregory. It's been an absolute pleasure with the virtual reality. Let's have a quick break, guys.
Hi, my name is Maura Hill, and I'll be competing in the skill area of cooking in the World Skills Barbados competition. Well, I always had a love for creative arts, and I believe that cooking is a part of that. And from since I was in secondary school, I had a love for it. So I always used to be cooking with my family in the kitchen, with my grandmother, trying to cook up new recipes. And I just loved the joy that came to people's faces when I made food for them. Currently, we are having training days twice a week coming up to the competition, which is in 2 weeks. And so we're just holding our skills, our knife cuts, preparing for the tasks that we have, and just building more confidence as we go into the competition. So right now I'm really enjoying the training that we're going through. I think I have the same expectations and goals as everyone. I want to win. So that is my main goal in mind, to win, and just to also become more confident in my skill and to just push myself and push my limits. That's what I really want. World skills is honestly the Olympics of skills. So I believe if I want to go to the international level to again push myself and to just be among creatives and to just network and to just grow in my field. So in the future I want to also go after my bachelor's to just continue to grow and to continue to grow my portfolio in the industry.
I grabbed Kendra Lovell out of the kitchen. She's a lover of soca, a lover of Lion King, but hasn't watched the original. Kendra, how are you doing?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm pretty good here. No. You're away from the heat of the moment, the heat of the action. How are you feeling about how things have gone for you?
I could have done better, but it was okay.
You reckon you could? All right, let's go back to day one. Let's take it day by day. So on day one, I know you had 5 hours to start off, correct?
Yes, please.
First 2.5 was an egg dish. How that egg dish went for you?
I thought it was going good until, stuff took an unexpected turn, but I felt like in the end, the anticipation was real and the pressure was really on, but I did okay.
So, what did you come with? Because, me, I was thinking, scrambled egg, fry egg, that kind of thing, right? But what did you produce in the end?
Definitely not scrambled eggs or fried eggs. I did a devil's egg with pickled onions, potato chips, and a mango chutney.
Oh, that's a lot there.
No, a mango salsa, my bad.
In 2.5 hours, that seemed like...
We had 3.5.
3.5,
Yeah.
okay. And then with the remaining time that you had on day one, okay, it was 5 hours you guys had in the kitchen. What do you do with that remaining time?
Prep for every day.
All
Well,
right.
whatever you could get done in the time that was allotted, you will prep and go forward so that your days, coming forward will be easier.
No problem. So was your day 2 easier than your day 1?
I underestimated it. I definitely did.
All right, so let's start here now. Day 2, how did the morning part go for you?
The first part was okay, but I think, like I said, I underestimated it, and then stuff got away from me. But the food was on the plate, so I guess that's the most important part, But it was okay. I still got some prep done for the following day, so yeah.
No problem. So tell me then, what did you produce in your 5 hours today? Because I think today was main course type of a day, I think.
Yeah, lacto
Okay,
vegetarian.
yeah. So all right, what do you have for your lacto vegetarian, and then what do you have for your main?
My lacto vegetarian was, I call it a vegetarian couscous with pineapple in it. So I was blindsided by the couscous, by the way. It was not what I expected. We got the plain one instead of the coarse one. So in that we had 3 compulsory items. We had the lentils, we had chickpeas, and we had soya chunks. I don't eat soya chunks. So I mixed everything except for the lentils and the couscous. So I cooked everything. I soaked the soya chunks. I soaked the chickpeas because they were hard. Like, you felt like rock.
Yeah.
And then I mixed them up. I blended the chickpeas and I put them back into the oven. And then it was in a third pan, so it was like buffet style. And then I put in everything. I tossed the pineapples and whatnot. And then I like if you're doing a pie, you just right. And I sprinkled some. And then I sauteed some sweet peppers for color, and I put it at the top.
And overall, you was happy with what you put out?
Yeah, even though the couscous had me blindsided,
Yeah, and then now, coming on now, so that was the main part. You call the vegetables and then in the bread basket?
No, bread basket was in there, but I didn't call the bread basket yet.
Okay, so walk me through the rest now.
Bread basket, the bread selection that I did was molasses, because that was one of the host ingredients that we had. The main dish now was a blue cheese chicken Kiev, and that's basically like a chicken with a compound butter in the middle. You know what I mean?
Not really, no, but that's what you got to explain. That's what you're the professional here, Like you going
learning.
on to be the chef, and I used to cook it. Like I used to fry egg man, so you got to walk me through everything.
Definitely, because not there for eggs. A chicken Kiev is a Russian dish, and it has compound butter inside, and the objective is to keep it inside. You don't want it to come out. And then the plan was to do a aromatic split pea, but part of the competition is got to think on your feet. There was no split pea, so we had to improvise. Vegetables, honestly, whatever was in the fridge, because you had one plan, and like I said, you had to improvise. So certain vegetables didn't come into play. Then I did a tomato jam, so it was just like jam with like onions and what's not. You take the tomatoes, you do them small, onions, sugar, water, cinnamon, star anise. You let reduce and jam.
A little something.
Yeah, a little something. I try your thing. So yeah.
No problem. No, so day 2 done and dusted. 1 day left to go. I think dessert tomorrow and a speed test. You ready for the speed test?
Part of it.
Part of it.
Yeah. Part of it.
Right. Looking at you in the kitchen, I can see what's going on. You seem like you're having fun out there.
I'm talking to myself so much.
Are you having fun though? Are you having fun?
Yeah, until I realize I get too carried away.
Until you go, it's about expressing yourself, It's, as I think Chef Edie says, it's not a taste, good look, good competition, It's a couple other things and days about having fun. I think you're having fun down in our kitchen.
Singing so much soca.
I did tell you guys that she's a lover of soca, a lover of Lion King that she has not watched. But Kendra, it's been fantastic talking to you. 2 days down, 1 day left to go, and I hope that you enjoy your kitchen time on day number 3 as well. Guys, that's it from us here. It's time now to take in some more action.
Okay.
Hi, I am Sonia Hill. I am from Jamaica and I competed in the skill area mobile robotics at the World Skills Special Edition competition last year. Looking back on this photo, I remember feeling stressed yet hopeful that everything will work out. I occasionally work with mobile robotics. However, I am now within the solar energy sector as a sales engineer where I use technology to design 3D representations of solar systems to propose to clients on behalf of the company. Competing in World Skills has made me a better engineer. It has helped me to sharpen my skills in becoming more precise and organized. It has helped me to become more confident in the work that I do and the way I present myself. I'd like to encourage anyone who is watching this video to spread your wings and reach for the sky. There is a lot of opportunities out there waiting for you.
As we take you through the intense activities that's going on here right now at the Lloyd Erskine Sandiford Center for the World Skills Barbados Competition 2023, I have here with me Stefan Barker, a competitor from the 2011 competition, and he's also a judge for this year in the restaurant service category. Welcome, Stefan.
Hi, thank you very much for having me.
Okay, so behind us here now, there's some activity going on. Can you take us through what's happening right now?
Okay. So today's modules, the competitors, they're going to be focusing on table boxing, which should be placing the tablecloths on the table, making sure that everything is aligned, and also preparing for us 10 different napkin folds for us to judge on consistency and overall quality. And so we have 3 students from the Barbados Community College, Hotel Palm, and for me to be judging them for another year, it has been fantastic. As you mentioned, I competed in the 2011 cookery competition where I was able to place, and one of my competitors, he's actually one of the coaches this year for one of the institutes. So it's been fantastic to be able to come in and also mentor them in the industry, but also guide them through this competition. This competition is fantastic because with restaurant service, not only is it about making cocktails and serving, but it's also about touching on all of the touch points that you would go through in a restaurant, meeting and greeting guests, presenting menus, building relationships with them, making suggestions, and really being able to grow that relationship with the customer.
So I actually had the opportunity last night, yesterday afternoon for lunch, and then of course for the casual dining.
Yes, please.
And of course you were also judging that. So from the last couple of days and today, how do you think they're faring?
I think they're faring extremely well. Over the past, this is the 3rd day, so we've really seen their confidence build, especially with communicating with the guests, and it's just been really fantastic to see how they've grown personally over the past 3 days.
So I know you talked about mentoring them, and they're going through their own little mental thing to be prepared for this. Is this the first time you're being a judge?
No, this is actually my 3rd time being a judge. So I've been proud to be working alongside Mr. Prescott, who was actually one of my tutors at Palm. So he tutored me in bar studies and restaurant service and cost control. So he is now a mentor and a tutor for them at Barbados Community College as well.
So he passed on to you. Now you're taking that baton, passing it on to them, so that they in turn can be empowered to pass it on to the others that are coming.
Yes, please. And even everything that they're learning, I can remember back to the day I learned them at Hotel Palm, and even with teams that I manage in restaurants, I'm able to pass on that knowledge to them as well.
So when Stefan Barker is not judging or being part of a competition as a competitor, what are you doing?
So my usual day-to-day is consulting with different restaurants and bars, and I'm currently a restaurant manager for a hotel on the West Coast. So I've been, even though I studied culinary arts, my first job in the industry was working as a waiter at Ocean 2, and I never left the front of house. So I've been working now in managing restaurants for the past 4 years.
So I'm not going to ask you to tell us, but do you have formulated in your mind, who is the winner as yet? I know we have to wait a little bit longer, but have you gotten there yet, or you still have to take some more time?
I haven't gotten there as yet. I will say that I can see from each competitor where they need to improve in, but I can also tell that all three of them have strengths in different areas, and the most important thing is building that confidence, especially when it comes to communicating with guests. And once you pass that nerve, the nerves of that, then you'll find that everything else just runs smoothly because they know the technical side of things. They know exactly what they need to do to achieve great marks and scores. And not only are they working with me, but other judges such as Annette and Tony, who are also industry professionals.
Actually, I was just about to ask you about them.
Yes.
If they're assisting you, or if you're assisting them, or if
we are part of a team
together.
Yes. So when we're judging, we're able to sit with each other and discuss all of the different social cues, because dealing with three competitors, we are all using our eyes to really judge them and make notes, and then come together and have a discussion and then provide a final grade.
So there's no specific area then as a judge that you would look at and then somebody else will look at. You're all judging them.
We're
on
all
the
judging
same
them
standards,
collectively on restaurant service standards and on the module and tests of the day.
Okay, Stefan Barker, thank you so much for giving us your time. We know you're
for
very
having
busy.
me.
You have to go back and judge.
Yes.
So thank you again.
Okay.
Enjoy the rest of your
Perfect.
day.
Thank you very much for having me.
You're
as
welcome.
well. Bye-bye.
Well, folks, World Skills Barbados 2023 competition coming to you live. Enjoy.
Go back into the hot seat. Probably not the kitchen, but the hot seat, Dario. How have you found the action across the 2 days so far?
It's been exciting, to be honest. Everybody come in, obviously persons have their favorites. For me, my favorite is just seeing the competition unfold, seeing the young persons have an opportunity to showcase their skills to the world. Definitely, that is what is fulfilling for me. When you think about the long nights and just to have young people get an opportunity to show their skills and develop, for me, that's the fulfilling part.
Yeah, it's interesting you mentioned favorite, because I said, I got a chance to put you on the spot, but you kind of got past me there. You've now been with the TVET Council for a couple of years. This is now in terms of World Skills Barbados competitions. Which number is it for you personally?
I was 2014. I was working with it, but at the helm from 2016. So this is my fourth.
So your fourth year, Dario. And how would you say things have progressed over those 4 competitions?
So I've definitely learned a lot, trust me. But what I think we've scaled down. So the first time we had about 4 skills, I think. And then, you know what, we wanted to do big things. So I went on to 8 skills in 2018. And I was like, you know what, the skills, the number went up, the quantity went up, but the quality went down. So then we decided, let's take the world skills standards, let's develop a program. So in 2018, we developed what we call the World Skills Barbados program. And the main objective was to raise the level of the national TVET system. And from there, where we decided to scale back the numbers and ensure that the quality is better, we see a different competition.
It's interesting you mention that, because obviously you're still trying to ensure that you measure up versus the World Skills Americas, you measure up versus the World Skills International. So when you look at it from that angle, where do we rank right now to you?
We have some work to do, Joel. I think that we need to offer higher level qualifications in Barbados in technical areas. I think that's where we need to go. I think that the rest of the world is doing it, and that's why they're doing better at World Skills International. People ask me, so why don't you allow people at 25 and so on? That's because in other countries, they finish their apprenticeship programs and their higher level programs at an earlier age. So when, you know, in cricket, we say, oh, our cricketers mature later. It's quite similar to our technical programs, where after persons have been able to get some work experience, then they become better. But the world is saying at 22, you should be a technician. You should be able to go out on your own be self-employed, be an entrepreneur, be a supervisor in somebody's organization. But we need to get our system there. And then when we get our system there, then we don't need to put in so much training to prepare someone for world skills competition. Our training system will be producing world standard persons, and then we can compete on the global workforce, global labor force for jobs.
Leading off of that, and I guess my question is almost, I guess, how do we get ourselves there in terms of, one, ensuring that we have higher skill level programs in Barbados, and ultimately fighting ourselves on par with the rest of the world?
Right. So as I said, World Skills develops occupational standards. And at TVET Council, we don't have the resources to update our standards every 2 years like World Skills does. They have the buy-in and the support of 85 plus member countries. And we talk about cars from Germany and Toyota, and they got Germany, they got Japan and what's not, UK, but we don't have that. But what we can do is that we can take the World Skills standards and incorporate them into the training programs at the institutions. And then we can offer level 3 and level 4 qualifications, which means that our people leaving the training institutions will be better qualified. The challenge with World Skills competition is that the persons who benefit from being exposed to the standards are just the few that go through the prelims and the finals. But these few come from a class that probably has about 25, 30 people. But if you're 22 or 24 or 25 and you've been through the program, but you don't go into World Skills, you don't get exposed to those World Skills standards. So if we can get the institutions to incorporate the World Skills standards, what the world is doing within the training program, more people in the class, more people in the industry, more people will be able to be exposed to it, and then we start to create a competitive workforce.
You mentioned that you've been here now for a couple of the competitions, and I kind of wind down now in terms of my questions. So the final one for you, given that you've been able to see their faces at the end of it, you've been able to see the tears, you've been able to see the smiles, what is it like at the end of a competition for you, watching, I guess what you could say, the future of Barbados develop?
What I would say is that no amount of money can replace the feeling that you get when somebody is able to say, like, you gave me an opportunity. I remember when we had Junior Skills in 2019, a young man came to me and all he did, he went to shake my hand and he said, "Sir, thank you." Just like that. Somebody said, "Oh, he was at school and hanging this and that's and third." And we had some young ladies from Frederick Smith, and they said they were going to finish school, but then they heard they had a hairdressing competition and they decided, "Look, this is what I want to do." So I don't think any amount of money. So people will say, "Oh, you're working till 11 o'clock and 12 o'clock and why don't go home?" And but nah, because you're giving people an opportunity to develop an opportunity that they may not have otherwise. And you and I both know, Joel, you just need a one chance to show the world what you can do, and then you can travel the world from there.
Well, Dara, it's been an absolute pleasure. Well, things are winding down here on day 3, the final day at the Lloyd Erskine Standard Center. Rosina, how have you found the 3 days of action?
3 days of action, Joel. Actually, it's been quite an intense one for me as well, because I'm actually here as an intern from the Barbados Community College. I am actually a student doing my 2-year associate degree in mass communications. So I've had the opportunity to be in front of the camera, having the mic. I mean, working with people like you, working with the streaming team. It's just been quite awesome. I got to taste the food. I got to meet great people. I've been just having fun here.
Well, she got to do one better than me because I didn't taste any of that food. But trust when I say that the action was spectacular in terms of restaurant service, in terms of cooking. But hey, guys, that's the end of it. It's been an absolute pleasure being here. Until next time, goodbye.
Bye.
World skills for young and proud Bajans. World skills, creativity and innovation. World skills. Let's shape our world-class workforce today.